The tiki bar that Shannon and I go to every time we go to Vegas now, it's called Golden Tiki. They have a happy hour, and on their happy hour, they actually do have a Dole Whip.
Do they have singing birds?
Dude, the place is insane. It's like the Enchanted Tiki Room, but foul-mouthed.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, and you go into the bathroom, and there's like a voice in there that's insulting your half-inch.
He's got a small pecker, quack!
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I've never seen one that small.
Cock!
The crows fly in, they insult you. It's just like you're being on the show. It's great.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is
Scott.
Hey, yo. Is that his younger brother? It's gonna be
Jeff.
The cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
And you're listening to
all of the great action figures from our good friends at Hasbro.
The Fullyposeable.
Have your own WrestleMania with all your favorite figures.
Wrestling Figure.
Each sold separately from LJN.
Podcast.
And we are the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling.
Hey, welcome to episode 478 of the Fullyposeable Wrestling Figure Podcast, longest running episodic wrestling figure podcast going today. My name is Jeff, and sitting alongside next to me is my real life brother, not storyline brother, Scott. Scott, say hello.
Hello.
Scott, what's going on, dude?
Well, I normally don't like to start the show on like a morbid, sad moment, but I was walking through my hallway today upstairs, and I just took a glance at a couple of my autographed classic superstars, some of my autographed figures. Would you like to guess how many on the wall, and this is going somewhere, would you like to guess how many on the wall are deceased? Now, granted, I don't have as many autographs as you do. You've got exponentially more than I do. But out of all of the autographs I have, how many of the wrestlers do you think are deceased? Now, for the record, I've been collecting autograph figures since 2005, just for a point of reference.
Okay, so I'm going to have to go through the Rolodex real quick in my head of figures that are on your wall right now. So Mr. Fuji, Jakks Classic Superstar, the Nikolai Volkov Jakks Classic, Iron Sheik Jakks Classic, Ultimate Warrior Jakks Classic, Terry Funk, Vader. I think you have Vader Legends or Vader
Classic Superstars.
Vader. Okay, so Vader Classic Superstars, Road Warrior Animal, because you have that signed. So, okay, just doing a quick Rolodex, I'm up to 7 right now.
Yes.
And I know that there is more on your wall that I am drawing a blank on. So I'll have to top off at 7 right now.
You're less than half.
Inches?
Yes.
We're halfway there.
You are less than half an inch. Congratulations.
Yes.
It runs in the family. What can we say?
Be jealous, ladies.
No, the number is 19.
19. Okay, so I named off 7. Who, off the top of your head, can you name the rest?
Razor Ramon, Defining Moments. Kevin Sullivan. You got Terry Funk, Roddy Piper.
Yes.
George the Animal Steel. Superstar Billy Graham. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. I guess I should have taken more. Oh, it's Sid.
I was going to say Sid because that's back over my left shoulder right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, all in total, it's 19. So with that said, again, not to start off the show with like a morbid kind of sad thing, more of just a moment of appreciation. And just, at some point today, after you listen to the show, just kind of, or even right now, just kind of look up and, just a word of thanks for the blood, sweat, and the tears that every one of those performers put into the ring to entertain us. So just a quick a moment of appreciation for some Hall of Famers, some legends that just, they've passed over the years, and so many have passed and they get overlooked at times. So just a quick moment of appreciation for those legends.
Wow, way to start the show off of a morbid and sad thing. Holy crap.
Yeah. I know. Normally it's, oh man, my back and my knee this morning was it's shitty weather outside, blah, blah, blah. Well, let's take a moment today just to give some thanks.
All right. We can do that. Wait, did you stand there and actually count?
I did, because as I was walking by, I've got almost an entire row. It's like 6 in a row, classic superstars. And I don't want to say who the last name out of that row is because I don't want to throw out any jinxes, but every one of them but one has passed away.
Okay.
And just, it's a reminder, man, that again, we've got WrestleCon right around the corner. We've got a chance to meet a bunch of guys and ladies and just legends that really don't pass these opportunities up because you just don't know. And again, I've only been collecting since 2005. That's 20 years. And in those 20 years, I've got 19 that have passed.
Well, you've been going to signings, not collecting.
Collecting autographs on figures,
yes,
specifically. Yes. Yeah. We went to signings before 2005, but specifically getting them on figures, that's how long I've been doing it. It's at 20 years now. And in those 20 years, 19 have passed. So just don't pass up those opportunities because you never know. And you can live in regret. Like, how many signings did we pass up? It was just, we'll go later. Not a big deal, blah, blah, blah. And you don't get those chances again. Had I not gotten a Razor's autograph a few years ago at Stockton Con, I would have missed out entirely, and now it's one of my prized autographs. It's up on the closet shelf there. So yeah, just don't pass up those opportunities and give some thanks to those legends today.
Do you have Jim the Anvil Neidhart's?
I do. Yeah. So he's another one.
So
yeah. He's
another one.
The Heart Foundation 2-pack.
Yep.
And I didn't count duplicates, by the way, because I've got 2 Pipers.
So how are we supposed to bounce back from that and just morbid and...
On that note, go buy one of our t-shirts at whatamaneuver.net.
On that note, if you want to join Scott's morbidity, obesity, whatever, you can do that. You can do that also at Red Dwarf for our fully posable meetup. Red Dwarf, April 18th, 3:30 p.m. Now, where is Red Dwarf? Red Dwarf is in Las Vegas, obviously. 1305 Vegas Valley Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89169. We've already starting to fill up, gotten some names that are going to be coming. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're hoping Canet can make it. He's a very strong, possibly. Jason Wolf will be there. Some listeners are sending in gifts for the giveaway. So I want to specifically thank Dobro and Steve Hoker. Just super awesome. It wasn't asked for. They're just like, we're sending you stuff to take. I was like, awesome. Yeah, send it. Because we're driving. So we're going to be able to just load up the back of the truck and just take everything with us. So it's going to be a good time. Thank you again to Dobro and to Steve Hoku who have supplied giveaway items. And it's going to be a great time. I'm super excited. The looking forward to WrestleCon, the looking forward to the meetup, looking forward to having a lot of tiki drinks at Red Dwarf, a lot of Detroit style pizza at Red Dwarf, and just hanging out with the Fig Buddies. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Red Dwarf, April 18th, 3:30 p.m. There will be prizes. There will be giveaways, but just come on in and sit down right after WrestleCon, right before SmackDown, if you're headed over that way. So just come on in, hang out with us for a little bit. We got to figure out how we're going to do our giveaway since Nate's not going to be there.
I have a thought on that, and I'll talk to you after the show. It was actually Shannon's idea.
Oh, really?
We have a certain trivia host who you plug on this show quite regularly, who is going to be at the meetup. I haven't broached it yet, but
I can't pay his fees, dude. I can't pay his fees. Look, Fully Poseable podcast is was only got a few bucks here and there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Foco provided some hard times, baby.
They gave us some money that we're still living off of. Podbean. Hey, those ads on Podbean, those are doing well, but we need some Foco money, more Foco money.
Yeah. So I have some thoughts. I'll talk to you about it after the show.
Like that idea. Also, you can get our shirts over at Pro Wrestling Tees and whatamaneuver.net. Like Scott just said, you can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, and the Book of Faces at Fully Poseable, Instagram, Fully Poseable, WFP. You can go back and listen to any of our past podcasts on Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Please rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. And you can send us any audio questions, or anything else at all. Send it on over to fullyposablewfp at gmail.com. Scott, we have an omission from last week.
Okay. What did you do now?
It kind of is what I did, but the fact that you didn't fact check me.
Nobody does that anymore, dude. We don't do that in today's America.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
okay,
we don't fact check. We just throw shit out. It sticks.
Oh,
it's
okay.
fine.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, dude.
We don't worry about that. Facts. Come on. Who gives a shit about that? Come on.
Who were we? Facebook last year? Anyways.
Yeah. That's so 2020 Facebook. Come on, dude.
All right. The omission from last week was I said Bruiser Brody was killed in Mexico. It was actually Puerto Rico.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
So Luis Rivera, he actually reamed me about that one. He sent me nasty voice messages.
Oh.
Yeah, he was not happy that I botched that one.
Oh.
To which I quickly replied with a Steve Urkel gif that said, "Did I do that?" So
he's about to send Manny Fernandez after you.
So yeah, anyways, that was my botch.
May Brody's killer rot in hell. And if he's still alive, may he rot in hell when he's not.
Right.
Yes. Manny Fernandez tried to put him there, but just really injured the crap out of him.
One other thing I wanted to bring up, and it's one thing we've actually been forgetting about, and it was huge news that actually dropped a couple of weeks ago. And no, it doesn't have anything to do with wrestling figures, so sorry about this. But this may have slid under the radar for a lot of people, but Super 7 has the license to do Dimebag Darrell from Pantera.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we actually talked to the Super 7 gentleman at the San Jose Toy Show when Scott and I went a couple of weeks ago. And he basically said, yeah, that Super 7 went and got a bunch of licenses quite a while ago. And Dimebag happened to be one of them. And so they're going to start working on Dimebag figures. He did tell us that as of right now, they'll probably start with the reaction style figures, which is the 3 3/4.
Right.
And Super 7 is notorious for doing this. What they'll do is they'll start with a smaller scale to kind of gauge interest. And obviously Dimebag Darrell of Pantera, that's going to be a huge one. So they probably will not have any issue moving any of those reaction figures of Dimebag.
Considering sales of the Pantera Funko Pop set, which are officially sold out and trade on eBay at about $150. Jesus. I don't think there's going to be an issue selling out Dimebag reaction style figures, thus leading to Dimebag ultimate style figures. Just like Cliff got 2, I could see Dimebag easily getting 2.
No, I'm actually curious about this. Did Papa from Ghost, did he get a reaction before getting an ultimate, or did he just go straight to ultimate?
They've done both, but they did reaction and ultimate kind of around the same time, if I recall correctly. So okay. I think he's up to his 4th ultimate now.
Okay.
Which I have sitting in my pile of loot at BBTS, of course. But yeah, they did multiple ghouls, multiple iterations of Papa. I don't know. Shannon was asking me about the whole lineage of the Ghost dude, and I'm like, I don't know. Their music is awesome. I don't know. It's Cardinal or Papa or which number I don't know. I mean, look, ask him about the lineage of the IC championship starting at like Tito Santana. Okay. I can go till about 93, 94, but don't ask me about Papa. I'm too old to even like start to get way involved in that. I love their music. Couldn't tell you anything about it. I just know that he's had 4 ultimates.
Actually, you know, what's crazy is about 94, we used to sit in Space Mountain's line when the ride would break down, because that would happen sometimes quite frequently back in the day. We would just sit there and name the IC heavyweight and tag champs. We used to go up to about 98, and then that was where it would stop. But now it's kind of like, oh crap, you know, did I forget somebody in there? You know, that type of deal.
Well, it's one of those things too, the title, and I think we've talked about this on the show a couple times. The title used to not change hands as frequently as it does or did, starting probably around 96, 97, right? And then up until recently, that title would just change hands, 5-6 times a year, sometimes more. So yeah, good luck trying to go through lineage on a title when it's changing hands that often. You know, in the time that we were watching, like the Golden Era, it wasn't that often. You know, we could just rattle it off, boom, 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 no problem, because you were getting title changes like once, maybe twice a year, which when Steamboat lost it to Honky, that was really weird, right? Because Macho had had it for just a shade over a year, I think. And then here comes Honky Tonk Man beating Steamboat like 2 months after he won it. I was like, wait a second, like, crap, that made Steamboat look bad. Well, and then Honky held it for, you know, the record-breaking reign that he had. So titles were on people for a long time. So it wasn't that hard to go through the lineage for at that point, like 7-8 years, no problem. Sometimes you could go 10, 12 years. But now with it changing hands so often, especially like I said, right around 96, 97, when it really started to ramp up in title changes, good luck.
Yeah.
There was no way. We definitely lose track. And we didn't have tiny computers in our hand to where we could like fact check each other on Wiki or whatever off the top of our head.
Yep. That's how we got the chicks, was just sitting there and spouting off our knowledge right there.
Yeah, that was why.
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't the half incher going on. We were just talking about tune trait. All right. We talked about Red Dwarf, April 18th, 3:30 p.m. Got the omission away. Scott, did you pick up anything recently?
I have not. I am literally on hold until WrestleCon. I mean, unless something comes up, maybe we'll see what pre-orders happen. But I am on hold until WrestleCon. I'm trying to conserve all funds for that.
Yeah. Is it because that once you get to WrestleCon, you might spend a few more dollars?
It's possible. Yeah. So I've got some question marks, right? I'm taking the Dudley 2-pack.
Good.
And that's a maybe. We'll see. If they're north of 150, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I'm figuring the Hardys to be 150.
By the way, Wrecker was saying you need to get the Ron Simmons figure signed.
Well, see, this is one of the reasons I'm not getting a photo with Muta. I'm only going to get his auto. I want to put the funds toward another autograph. I just don't know which one yet. And if Demolition has a turnbuckle pad, I love those turnbuckle pads. I've got, looking at my wall, I got Slaughter, Rock and Roll Express, and Powers of Pain. I would love to add Demolition on that little strip wall that I've got with the turnbuckle pads. So if they've got one, I'd love to add it. I'm actually thinking if the Young Stallions happen to have a turnbuckle pad, I might get that.
What?
The fact that they're there just blows me away, dude. I was a Young Stallions mark as a kid. It was the underdog thing.
I just couldn't believe they're going to be there. Like, what photos? They have photos, obviously. They probably got some made by. But like, what else can we get signed by the Young Stallions? Like, unless
a team, nothing.
Unless somebody still has that T-shirt from back in the early '80s, or the late '80s. Unless they got that T-shirt, there's no figures of them. There's nothing, dude.
There's Roma. I mean, you've got the zombie Roma.
True. But
that, that's not part of a tag team. So you would just have a Paul Roma figure up on the wall. Glory, that's not okay. It's my OCD with full tag teams, not halves. So, dude, if there's a turnbuckle pad of the Young Stallions, I'm most likely coming home with it.
So we don't know who has these turnbuckle pads. I did kind of a Google search today for turnbuckle pads that have been made in the past. And I don't know if they're customs or if they were actually produced by High Spots. I think it was High Spots, if I'm not mistaken, that would make.
Is that who did the Rock and Roll Express ones?
Don't quote me on that. So I know the one that I bought that has Brett.
Uh-huh.
That one was sold at High Spots. I can't say for sure if it was High Spots that produced it or they just sold it. But
okay, gotcha.
But the wrestlers will have turnbuckle pads on their tables. So, for example, last year the Rock and Roll Express had the turnbuckle pad, and
I was out. I was not getting Rock and Roll Express, and then you and I hit that table. We saw the turnbuckle pads, and it was like, well, this is happening.
Boy,
yeah. Yeah.
If any other wrestlers have those turnbuckle pads, I swear you basically will have it. Well, most wrestlers, like if Demolition has them, we will be all in.
That's a no-brainer. And the other one I'm thinking is Steiner's. So if the Steiners have the turnbuckle pad, then I'm going to get that signed instead of the Ultimate Editions because I've got the Steiners Grip and Flips autographed already. So technically, I've already got a tag team set of the Steiners figures signed. And the Ultimate Editions are inside of a box, which means I'd have to display the box separate from the display of the figures. And it's a whole thing. Whereas the turnbuckle pad would fit nicely right next to the TV on that little tiny wall where I've got all the other ones already proudly displayed. I'm hoping to walk away with 2 sets of turnbuckle pads. One from Demolition, one from the Steiner Brothers.
Well, let's go into that WrestleCon list of more names that have popped up this week. Scott mentioned Steiners. Sonny Ono will be there. Ultimo Dragon will be there. Kurt Angle, MVP, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin, the Hurt Syndicate from AEW will be there. The Inspiration, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, and Minoru Suzuki.
I kind of ballparked my number today. and I'm right about 450 on how much I'm going to spend at WrestleCon. After shaving off the Muda photo and figuring in like another $60 autograph, I'm right about 450, 460. Where are you at if you had to ballpark it?
I have no idea.
It's going to happen and you're not going to blink. It's just.
Yep. That's it, dude. This is what I save for all year. I take one vacation. I take one vacation a year, and this is it. Saving up for this, and that's it. That's all I got. So basically money's allocated to it, and whatever it is, it is. I mean, there's obviously some numbers that I'm not gonna drop the money for. Like there might be somebody I walk up to their table and they're gonna be like, oh, you got a figure? Oh, my auto is 40, but for quote unquote premium item, it will be 80. Like, obviously I'm not going to do that, dude. Like, I'll be like, all right, I'm bouncing.
Okay.
But obviously I just allocate money and it is what it is. I've got my set of names that I really, really want, and everything else is okay. It is what it is type deal.
Okay. So who are your like top 3 for WrestleCon this year?
Steiners, Muda, and Hardy's.
Oh, you're going Hardy's too.
Mm-hmm.
What are you having them sign?
Remember the set that came out back in 2017? It was that 2-pack. It was the special Hardy's 2-pack.
Their WrestleMania return, the box set.
Yep.
Oh, you're having them sign that. Are you going to try to have them put an inscription on there?
Nope. One thing that did cross my mind was the Double Slam 4 2-pack that you got me for my birthday. I was thinking about getting that signed.
Oh, yes. That would be, I mean, look, it's going to be easier to display because the box set, you're going to have to get a shelf or put it up somewhere on something. You can't just hang it up on the wall. Whereas the Double Slam, you totally could. It's not the exact set you screamed for at that KB, but it is, it is a nice recollection of that moment. So that might be a good one too.
Yeah, I'm still debating. I'm leaning more towards the Hardy set that came out in about 2017, 2018. I
totally get that. And you were there for that moment.
Yep.
So I completely understand. So something I want to show you, Jeff, is we're talking about autographs here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to bring out the half-inch. So I want to show you what this is.
Is that your caca? Oh, wait. Oh.
These are not caca, Jeff. These are the tickets to WWE World. Not for just admission to WWE World, Jeff.
Uh-huh.
But these are the tickets to meet KO on Thursday at noon.
Yes.
You and I have a date with KO.
We're getting a couple of autographs. I wish we could get the picture of you and him doing the Spider-Man meme. That'll happen one day. But
I didn't see on here. Now I'm just taking a look. Hold on. Let me get my old man readers, which, by the way, we have a fantasy draft on Saturday. I'm bringing my readers with me. If anyone laughs, I'm calling my lawyers immediately. Just letting that be known right now.
Just don't put them at the edge of your nose like Chuck Schumer. All right, go for it.
That's hella funny. So let's see. Ticket for one autograph for Kevin Owens on Thursday at table. Thursday, it's funny. They're running WWE World like WrestleCon now. It's hilarious. Ticket may change. It does not say no photos. So my hope is obviously one at a time up at the table, just like they did at WWE World last year. My hope is we can talk to whoever the fan wrangler is, that last person right before you get up to the talent, kind of be like, hey, we've met him a couple times. Can we both go up? And then maybe if she's like, no, and or he is being a butthole, kind of wave at KO and be like, hey, remember us? And my fear is he'd be like, no. So in that case, I'm going to get up there and I'm going to have ready on my phone the picture of the framed Final Battle shirt, Final Battle knee brace.
You should take it.
I'm not lugging that thing to Vegas.
Dude,
in the car to WWE World. No, you're crazy, dude.
Well, yeah, but I would also help you.
That thing's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
3 feet wide.
Uh-huh.
Probably weighs about 30 pounds.
Yeah, if it's in the back of your vehicle.
It does have a wire hanging across the back, to brace it so you can hang it up. I could just put that part around my neck and wear it like a backpack.
Yeah. Dude, I'd help you.
The worst ideas.
Dude, I would help you carry this, dude.
Yeah. It's not happening. I love the idea, but no, I'm going to use it as bait. Like, hey, remember that in case he doesn't recognize us. He might not. I realize this is 10 years since we've met or since we've seen him.
Yes.
10 years. That's a long time. So I'll say it now. If he remembers us, it is going to back up literally every good thing I've ever said about him, that he remembers and loves his fans.
He does love his fans. And honestly, dude, even if he doesn't remember us, because it has been 10 years.
It's been 10 years.
Even if he doesn't remember us, dude, he's still like one of the nicest wrestlers we've ever met. So
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. It doesn't take this for us to say anything bad about KO. Trust me, dude.
Never will.
Never.
Absolutely. Even if he's in character the entire time and tells us, calls us a couple of marks, tells us to go away, we'll relish in it. It's great.
Yes.
What are you getting signed before we move on to the next topic? Sorry.
I'm going to get his ultimate signed.
Okay, got it. Have you decided on a color yet?
No, I'm kind of leaning towards white.
I would say go for pink and make him laugh.
Why pink?
Because he'll laugh.
Why would he laugh?
I don't know. It's a girly color. He's this rough, rugged dude, and he's throwing pink on his figure. You don't think he'd chuckle at that?
I don't think he cares. He's wearing Bret Hart jackets on TV right now. That's pink.
Good point. Okay, that's fair. He may be like, okay, cool. Bret Hart fan. Got it.
I'll figure it out by the time we get up there. But yes, very excited. I saw a lot of the wrestlers getting sold out.
Yes.
Well. So a lot of names a lot of names are sold out like right at the get-go. Like obviously Cody J, Rhea, she was sold out quickly.
Stephanie Vakir and Julia too. Both sold. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing those right. Both sold out as soon as I got in, right? Because I joined the queue a little bit late. I didn't jump in right away like I should have. So by the time I got in, all those names you mentioned were gone. Some of the NXT talent that I just mentioned, gone. Was really happy KO was still there. And I wasn't planning on it. So seeing that he was Thursday actually shifted our vacation plans up. Right, because we weren't going to get there until Thursday. We were going to leave Monday. Now we're getting there Wednesday and leaving Sunday. So our vacation shifted a little bit. And that's okay. That's, we're kind of working on the fly. Luckily, Westgate's been super cool with the reservation because I've moved it on him. I think this is the third time now. Like, if this guy calls, don't take his calls. Like, there's going to be a picture of me at the front desk. Like, if you see this man, punch him in the face.
They see your number pop up. They're like, hey, Scott, what day do you need now?
Oh, Mr. Toon, yes. What do you need today? Are we adding 5 more days and taking away 6?
We're getting excited over here. The excitement is real. By the way, is your Drunk Wrestling History co-host going with you?
I think Adam is going. Eddie and Carissa are not going.
It's official. They are not.
Yeah, they've decided they're not going. It's the WrestleMania tickets themselves are too expensive. And that's literally enough to deter them from going on the trip.
Got it. All right, let's get into some pre-orders. Big Rubber Guys, Earl Hebner, obviously still available at WrestlingCollectorShop.com. Use code AAF10. Road Warriors are still available at Big Bad Toy Store. Cardona and Myers limited to 1,000. Cardona's macho look with internet tile. Myers with 2 TNA tag titles. On CollectMajor.com. Demolition, $150 for the set for Axe, Smash, and Crush, all come with helmets. That is all over at CollectMajor.com. Zombie Series 4 Heels and Faces. Just check out Pro Wrestling Tees, see if there are any available over there, or check out ZombieSailor.com. Fig Collection Shop FigureCollections.com. Buff, Bagwell, and the Patriot are up over there. Those are retro style figures. And shopkwk.com. That's where you go to find a lot of Shawn's figures, but we have some big news, Scott, and Shawn allowed us to tease it this week. We get to tease it a little.
Yeah, there's a tag team that he has signed that has never had figures before.
And we have a big announcement regarding that signing next week. Next week, we will be telling you who this tag team is. So Shawn has allowed us and granted us the privilege of announcing these names next week, this tag team. I don't know what I could say that wouldn't give it away, so I'm not giving any clues.
I don't know what rating I would put on their domination as a tag team.
Think late 90s. Not late, mid to late 90s. Just think that.
Yep. Then I'll drop it again. I don't know what rating I would put on their domination. But next week, you'll find out what all that means.
Yes. Thank you, Shawn, for letting us announce this. This will be announced next week. Foco showed off Austin King of the Ring bobblehead. They showed us off on 3/16. How appropriate. It's the King of the Ring bobblehead. Austin up on the stage. It's got the robe. It's got Austin pointing like he was telling Jake to get that trash out of the ring. Yeah, that is over at Foco.com for pre-order.
A real defining moment in wrestling history. And Foco caught it. Great job. Oh, one thing, going back to KWK, wanted to let the listeners know you can still use code Fullyposeable for 10% off of your order at Shawn Ng shop. However, that does not apply to the new Max Moon $14.99 figure. So moving forward, that discount does not apply to his lower priced figures. That's only for previous series.
You know what? I'm gonna talk to Shawn. I want our code to work for everything, and I want it to be 100% off. I'm here for the people.
Okay, so you're essentially making us a distributor for Shawn, is what you're saying with that.
I'm Fullyposeable Doge. Let's go.
We're making it more efficient.
We're making it more efficient.
Okay.
What?
We're not young enough to be in Doge. Come on.
All right. All right. Well, you can still use our code for 10% off on previous figures, not this one. So 10%, not 100 like I'm trying for.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
But hey, if we're not being fact checked, whatever.
All right. Big Shot Pillow Buddies. They announced 2 new names, Eddie Guerrero. And speaking of the wonderful Kevin Owens Pillow Buddy. Kind of looks like you, dude.
It's a pillow buddy of me. So
Yeah.
if you've always wanted a pillow buddy of me, just buy the Kevin Owens one. Mm-hmm. And there you go. As close as you'll get.
As of right now, there's a 101 of us.
That's true. There is. Yes, there is.
Yep.
And it only exists in our collection.
So that is Big Shot Pillow Buddies, Kevin Owens and Eddie Guerrero. Grapplers and Gimmicks showed off 3 new names, Hillbilly Jim, Phineous, and Henry Godwin. Now, the pictures that I saw, they were turned around, but it was the 3 of them from behind. That is Grapplers and Gimmicks. All right, Scott. Steve Ozer went bazonkers on the Wrestling Figs message boards.
We don't deserve Steve.
Protect that man at all cost.
Agree. Yeah. That's another person I'm really looking forward to seeing at WWE World. Always look forward to seeing Steve and Bill. They're always so accommodating, super nice. Really looking forward to seeing those guys.
First question on the Wrestling Figs message boards came in from Grace Hayes. Or is it Big Butter Heat Gun? I copied and pasted this. I can't figure out which name it is. Anyways.
I want a Big Butter Heat Gun.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to wait for this butter to melt.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no worries. Just put it in the Big Butter Heat Gun.
Is that like when the you and Shawn were going to have Fat Boy noises? And
yes.
There was going to be a ranch dressing thing that like car mechanics have that comes from the top of the ceiling and comes down, and it was shooting ranch dressing onto your
a ranch hose. Yeah.
A ranch hose. That's what.
And there will be one above every table. You just reach up, pull it down, pull the trigger, boom, ranch is squirting on your food. And then we could put a Big Butter Heat Gun on every table, and all the plates are made of bacon.
Keep going. This is hitting all the senses.
And the napkins are tortillas. It's fine. Just eat it. It's all good.
And every time you open the door, it would just be heavy breathing. It'd be like, oh. It won't be the ding dong thing that you walk into 7-Eleven. It'll be like Fat Boy noses. It'd be like, oh.
Yeah. It's always an uncomfortable sound. Like getting up out of your chair. It's like, like that'll be the sound when you open the door.
All right. They asked, Action Figure Attack, are there going to be some revisions for the Best of Monday Night Wars, Bret Hart and DDP? Bret Hart seems to have a much darker pink and extra stars on the boots. DDP seems to be missing his star tattoo. These are figures I really want to purchase. Steve said no changes on these as production is wrapped and product is already in transit. DDP does have his chest tattoo. Bret still has the stars on the inside of his boots.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to that DDP. That's
Yes.
definitely one I'm adding to the collection.
Nice, dude. Next question came in from Ice Dragon. They said, "Hi, Steve. Is the Territories line going to continue?
Good question.
Hoping we get another Bob Backlund or a Rick Martel AWA champion era or something thereabouts. I love the Gorilla Monsoon figure. That was the crown jewel of the set as far as I'm concerned. Thanks." Steve said the Territories box set was a one-off item. Glad you liked it, but there's no current plans for more. You will continue to see talent from the 70s and 80s appear in Legends and other lines, though.
I kind of figured as much. I didn't know how they were going to continue that, to pick 4 names that kind of paired up together from the eras. I really didn't know how they would make that work.
And what names did they have, like outside of Jesse? Maybe you could have thrown in Rocky Johnson.
Well, my thought originally when they did this was, okay, so the next set should have Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas. Like, I don't see Tony Atlas not signing a Legends deal if they approached him with one. I don't know. Tito Santana, because he's got a deal. Maybe they could get like Ivan Putski or Tony Gurria. Obviously, you'd want to say Martel, but that makes more sense for the Coliseum collection. So, Tito fits into that. You could do Greg Valentine. Tito and Greg had that early 80s Intercontinental title feud, like 84. So you could do Tito and Greg and Rocky and Tony. Like a Rocky and Tony Atlas, I think would be outstanding. They did classic superstars of those guys, right? A 2-pack? Yeah, I would love to see Mattel take a stab at that one too. And something like that era set works well for that. But hey, if it's a one-off and that's all we get, I'm happy with what we got. He said that the Gorilla Monsoon was the crown jewel. I think it was the Harley, but all of them were fantastic.
Next question came in from KCCC. They said, "Hi, Steve. When will Mattel Creations be putting up the Monday Night Wars Elites and Legend sets? Thanks." Steve said, "I'm trying to work with that team to get you guys exact drop dates. It's a little complicated, but I'm hoping we can sort it out. Hang tight." Next question came in from Cable V. He said, "Steve, should I be concerned that Walmart has put knuckle crunchers on clearance in every store in my area?" Steve said, "Nothing to worry about. Knuckle crunchers is healthy and continuing."
The good old knuckle shuffle never goes out of style.
Five knuckle shuffle cruncher. It's a masturbation joke right there, folks.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. There's the clarification. Thank you.
The next question came in from Sherry. Sherry said, "Is the Coliseum collection done?" with 3 question marks afterwards. "I was surprised not to see the next set at revealed. Is the money in the retro Virgil figures hands removable?"
Boy, and you thought I started off the show on a sour note. Man, this person's like, "Is Coliseum done?" God forbid, no.
Steve said, "More to come from Coliseum collection. We actually just reviewed production pilot samples of the next set yesterday. Stay tuned for a reveal. And retro Virgil's money is removable."
Okay, Jeff, so who is it?
Who's what?
The next set of CCs. Who's in the set? Call it.
Man, you got me on this one, dude. I don't know. Like Nikolai and Iron Sheik, or just trying to do quick Rolodex in my head.
If you want to play it safe, go ahead. I've got 2 picks. I've got a play it safe and a way out there pick.
All right, let's go with both.
My safe pick, Bobby and Andre. That's my play it safe. My way out there pick, Coco and Jesse.
Okay. What about Tito and Coco?
That would make sense too. Totally. That would absolutely make sense. But I just think with the Jesse figures, they're going to be wanting to pump them out as quickly as possible. So I could really see Jesse being in literally like the very next set of the CCs. Because we don't have any more announced, right? We got Bam Bam and Boss Man on Amazon right now. That's it. And there's no show for the next set, correct?
You are correct.
Yeah, there's nothing. So perfect. There we go. WrestleMania, obviously, we're probably going to get the next 2 or 3, probably 2. So I've got the safe play and I've got the way out there pick. Which one would you prefer?
Probably Bobby and Andre.
I need a Bobby in the DTOF. I've literally got a spot waiting for a Bobby because I don't want to open any of the ones I've got. The Weasel suit, the black jacket, or the Heenan family box set. So I need a loose Bobby. And so if I got the Coliseum collection, if I got him in a Coliseum collection set, I would open it up and display him. I'm literally waiting on an open Heenan. So Coliseum collection would be perfect, because it would look just like his LJN. but every bit of me would love, and I'm saying Coco, whatever year he comes out, is going to be figure of the year candidate. Like, I'm not talking like a number 3 or a 4. I'm talking number 1. And I think if he comes out as his LJN with the jacket, the glasses, the bird, figure of the year candidate, dude. He's going to be one of those ones like the Sultan, who had no business being that good, but was just like, holy crap, it's amazing. Watch, he's going to take everybody by surprise. He's going to be at worst a top 3 candidate for figure of the year.
All right.
I've got bold predictions, dude. I'm not playing around today.
I'm
feeling strong. I got my KO autograph booked. I'm feeling strong.
Next question came in from Broken. Broken said, "Hi, Steve. Seeing that we got the NWA World Heavyweight Championship with the Elite Harley race, what are the chances we would be able to see the NWA tag team titles in the future?" Steve said, "It may happen. Given you guys roughly know who is available, who would you want to see come with those belts? Barry Windham and Lex Luger, please."
Well, if they get Windham, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
He's obviously alluding to Arn and Tully.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that. I would love to say it's Doom, but damn it, no Butch Reed yet, and that sucks.
Well, okay, let's think about it real quick. Who is signed to a deal that held that NWA style tag team belt? Rock and Roll Express or not? Midnight Express is not.
No. Arn and Tully. Steiner's. Oh, Steiner's.
Oh, yeah, Steiner's is a good one.
You could do the Steiners.
Road Warriors are not.
They're not. Barry Windham is not, so you can't do Lex and Barry.
Pillman and Austin, that's kind of that transition weird period where they were getting the new style belts, but they had the old style. It was that weird transition time.
Right. And the Hollywood Blondes, the Austin that had come out as a Hollywood Blonde had the WCW tag.
Yes.
The Pillman coming out that is Hollywood Blondes has the WCW tag. So yeah, that's kind of right in between. They don't have the Freebirds. They don't have Doom.
No.
So it would be the Steiners or Arn and Tully, and that would pretty much be it. Because before Rock and Roll Express and Midnights, you're talking like Steamboat and Jay Youngblood, the Briscoes. They don't have those guys. I can't see them getting Jay Youngblood on a Legends deal. That would be way out there. I mean, hey, I'm all for it. Like, grab all the names you can, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah. All right. Next question came in from Bigger, Better, Bladder. They said
Batter. You keep throwing a mystery L in there.
Oh,
there's nothing about his bladder in this, dude.
Oh, there isn't.
Bigger, better, batter.
Oh, batter, like
not bladder.
Waffle batter
or pancake batter. A little bit of vanilla and cinnamon in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes Jägermeister. Don't knock it till you tried it.
What?
Don't knock it till you tried it.
If Superstar Billy Graham is still signed, and he put in parentheses, that Legends of the Territories figure was amazing.
I love seeing that set getting a lot of love in these questions.
What are the chances of getting him in the Walmart Superstars line or a retro?
Good question.
Steve said, would love to see it. And I know the Superstars and retro designer would love to see it as well.
Yeah. I don't even know if he's still under a deal.
Well, I mean, if they just came out with that figure in the Territories.
It was like a year ago. And he had his Elite.
Yeah. He's probably still under a deal. I would say
I would
yes.
hope so. I would hope so, because him as a retro would be fantastic.
Oh, that would be sick looking.
That would be great. Him as a Superstars would be even better, because you're talking soft goods boas, the soft goods tie-dye. They could do like they did with the Elite with the alternate head that literally gives you 2 generations of Superstar Billy Graham, that's awesome. That's like the perfect Superstar figure.
Next question came in from NorCal066. Ooh, they're from NorCal. I wonder if they're from like up north, like that very hippie area. I forget the hippie area.
Like Humboldt?
Humboldt. Thank you. That's like, I wonder if they're that far NorCal, or if they're our NorCal, or if they're Central Cal.
Or even the broke section of NorCal, like the rest of us.
That's basically all of NorCal.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, I saw Mattel made a deal with Hasbro to make G.I. Joe, Hot Wheels, and Mega Bloks. And he put in parentheses, Lego toys. Does that mean you guys can put the Cobra logo tattoo on CM Punk figures? Good
question. Very good question.
Steve said it doesn't, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Next question came in from @Wake. whatever. They asked, are we getting a matching Austin Theory to go with the Elite 117 Grayson Waller? I don't want to buy 2 Graysons in order to have a set of tag team championships.
That's valid.
Steve said the new tag belt will definitely be used again in future releases. Might have to hit up the bays for that one.
Yeah.
Next question came in from Sherry. Got 2 questions in. Sherry said, is the King Harley Race retro figure crown removable? Can we get a commentator Gorilla Monsoon retro figure with ring to go with this set? We need a commentator Gorilla Monsoon to go with Heenan.
God bless Sherry. Absolutely 100% yes.
Steve said the crown is not removable. He also added, I'd love a retro Gorilla Monsoon, hopefully someday. And he put the emoji with the crossing fingers.
Yes, more gorilla figures. We're all here for it. We know we have the BAF coming out soon, so they can still do gorilla figures. Man, I think a retro of him would just be perfect, because then I think back to Gorilla doing primetime wrestling with all those little Hasbros on the desk in front of him. And then here one day he becomes one of those figures. I think that's just perfect. And yes, please, I would have to have a gorilla.
All right. This next question is just okay. And I was actually thinking about leaving it off until I saw this person's name. And I just wanted to get this question in.
Yeah. Put some respect on this name, Jeff.
Yes. The next question came in from Mulkey Mania. Yep. Mulkey Mania asked, hi, Steve. Looking forward to the NWO 2002 set. Does Hogan's jacket include Hollywood and the flames on the back? Any chance of getting Hogan's skull belt buckle created for future 2002 street clothes releases? Okay, Mulkey Mania, thank you for actually putting punctuations in there as well. Thank you. Yeah,
he brought the name and he brought proper punctuation.
I wonder if he's like pasty white like the Mulkeys were. Mulkeys had my winter coat going on all the time.
And why don't the Mulkeys have figures yet?
Dude,
all of these names that have gotten...
Nobody wants Mulkeys. Come on now.
False.
Okay,
false.
Us and Mulkey Mania is the only ones that we don't want Mulkey figures.
There's 3 guaranteed purchases right there. What do you need?
3. They have to run a production of like 5, 8, 10,000, dude.
3. It's fine. There's super limited edition. Us and Mulkey Mania only has the sets. That's it.
Mulkey Mania.
Put some respect on the Mulkeys. Come on now.
Steve said it does have the flames on the back. He also added, if a Street Gear Hogan is on the table again, I'll bring up the belt buckle to design. Next question came in from Matt79. He said, hi, Steve. Great to see the Steiners double pack available again on ringside, as it seemed they were not around for as long as others. I actually will dispute that. They were actually made it to their, whatchamacallit.
They went on sale.
For the Christmas sale.
Yeah, they went on sale. So they actually hung around longer than I thought they would.
Same. Matt added, is there any chance that the Dudleys double pack will go back into production? Cheers. Steve said, I don't think we'll run that set again, but they could be good candidates for an RSC vault line. Let ringside know if you'd like to see them included there.
And that's the beauty of the vault. That is 100% the beauty of it. Those figures that you missed out on for whatever reason, they can become available to you again through that vault series. Oh, but my Dudley's 2-pack is losing. Get out of here. People want their figures. Shut up. I didn't open mine. Again, it's going to WrestleCon with me. But if ringside did another set in the vault, I would consider picking them up just to open and just to go on the ECW shelf. Those figures are outstanding. And they come with the ECW tags. Again, I understand why people missed out. They were gone fairly quick. I think those went quicker than the Steiners. But man, what a set to have in your collection. So definitely hit up ringside if you want them back.
Next question comes in from Fighter Hayabusa. They said, few questions about Superstars 2-packs, if you don't mind. Actually, we do mind. We'll just skip this question. Sorry.
Yeah, this is unacceptable. Moving on.
Sorry. Of course, I'm going to read your question about my favorite line going right now.
And his name is Fighter Hayabusa.
I know.
Brain kick, baby.
Yeah, it's almost as good as Mulkey Mania.
Almost.
Will this be an ongoing series like Retros and Coliseum? If so, how many per year are planned? Is there a particular theme, or will it be a mixed bag of tag teams, rivalries, old star current roster, etc.? Is it just 2 packs, or can we see 3 or more packs and/or single carded figures? Excellent question. Steve said, we are already working on the next set. If you guys want more of these, let's make these a success and sell them out. No set themes or time frames, just compelling or meaningful 2-packs.
All
right.
So he says that they're already working on the next set. The first set was father-son.
You got to do a tag team.
You think so? You think that's the next one out of the gate? Not a manager and a
Nope.
wrestler? No?
Nope, it's going to be a tag team.
You think it's going to be a tag team?
The only one that comes to mind off the top of my head is Demolition. But I don't know if that's how they would bring back their very first set of figures.
No, I would see Ultimates being first, just like they did with the Steiners as a tag team, because we had individual Steiners first. But I think as a tag team set, it's got to go to ringside first and be an exclusive. I think that's how we're getting Demolition.
Oh, actually, I think you just said it, Steiners.
That's where I was going, is I think it could be the Steiners or it could be the Brainbusters.
Next question came in from Old School Fool. He said, since Mattel will have the rights for DC next year, any chance we can get a Piper in the Superman shirt?
Oh, man.
Also, how about a Sheik and Volkov dressed as Batman and Robin from Saturday night's main event?
Take my money. Literally, take my money.
Steve said we would need a WWE collab specific deal with Warner Brothers. But the fact that we are partners on action figures again certainly helps.
Dude, if they go ham with that Saturday Night's Main Event episode that was the Halloween episode, and you've got Elizabeth in that, like, I think Macho Man was Tarzan, she was Jane, Sheik and Volkov were Batman and Robin, you had Roddy Piper in the Superman, like, if they make those, I am a day one, minute they go on pre-order purchase, guaranteed. If they could even come close to replicating those costumes on the figures, that is a 100% day one, minute of pre-order purchase for me. That would be amazing. Amazing. And if they could make the big bucket that they were doing the bobbing for apples thing in, or bobbing for pumpkins, whatever it was, and then you got to put the apple with one of them too, because they passed the apple from neck to neck. Oh, yep. Dude, that would be incredible. Yes, please make that. Make that. That would be awesome.
That's what we're here for.
Yes, and let's look. Who wrote that question? I need to go back in my notes here. Who sent that question? Because that is an A+ question.
Old School Fool.
Old School Fool. You, man, Mulkymania brought it. But Old School Fool gets question of the night. The other one with the Cobra tattoo, that was a good question as well. But this one, oh, chef's kiss. Great question.
Something tells me you're Old School Fool and you're just hyping up your own question.
You can't prove anything. We don't fact check, dude. We don't do that.
Oh, yeah. You can't fact check us.
What's a message board?
We will turn reality upside down. All right. Next question comes in from Axel Smackdown. He said, can you say when the Ultimate Edition Punk is going up? Steve said early summer. Exact date to be determined.
You weren't lying about Steve going ham on these message boards, by the way. I think this is the most amount of questions we've had in a long time.
Dude, he went bonkers. Like, I'm actually looking at the time and I'm like, do we go into nostalgia?
Yeah, we're almost there. It's fine.
Okay.
We kind of blow through nostalgia anyway these days. So yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Next question comes in from Madness NH97. They said, now I know you guys have said time and time again that these are always different deals, meaning that just because someone appears in a game, they won't automatically be able to get a figure or vice versa. That being said, New Jack and Abyss, is there a possibility?
This is JT.
It's either JT or somebody listened to the show and wanted to ask the question on the message board.
Yeah, JT sent in the same thing about Abyss last week. And yeah, I mean, if we're to believe it, I guess video game and Legends deals, crossing over to figures, That's not the same. And that's unfortunate. That really sucks.
Yep. Steve said, there's definitely talent in the game we don't have access to. If we do get access, we'll do everything we can to try to get figures out. So that's
awesome.
And that's what we said last week to JT's question is, that's cool that they're in the video game, but as Steve said many a times, just like he did here, there's definitely talent in the game that we don't have access to because it's different deals. It's different deals between video games, between, I guess, trading cards and action figures. So
yeah. And that sucks because Macho Man's in the game. So is Mr. Fuji. And those are two figures I would love to have back.
That would be something that I wish could be fixed. To just have it under one umbrella. If you sign your name on a Legends deal or you sign your name to something, have it be, this can be also trading card, action figure, video game. Your likeness can be used for everything. Just have one deal.
Yes. One blanket deal that just covers all of it.
Exactly. Instead of having, but all this legal mumbo jumbo stuff.
Could you imagine if their next Coliseum collection was Mr. Fuji and Axe? That would just be a slap in my face, and my collecting story with Mattel would be done. I would finish the story with Mattel. If they release that set, I'm done.
You would get a neck tattoo and be done. Your story would be finished.
Yes. It would be Mattel's logo with a line through it. Like, no, you've wronged me for the last time, Mattel. Now we are sworn enemies.
Next question comes in from Lou 21780. They said, has anything been attempted to get Walmart on track with distribution? I've already given up on Superstars, but still hoping for at least Monday Night War Elites and Ultimates to get on a constant flow, similar to Target's orderly stocking in store and properly fulfilling pre-orders. Steve said, from reading through the threads here, it seems like everyone is getting their pre-orders fulfilled from the last two pre-orders. I definitely recommend pre-ordering during CollectorCon on or grabbing these from Mattel Creations when they become available to reduce some of the stress of hunting.
Word. That's the move.
Well, not everybody's pre-orders are getting fulfilled. I got a text message the other day. Someone got half of their order fulfilled. Like they got two of the figures and then the other one got canceled or something like that.
Oh man. Yeah. And then it's usually like, that's the one that's like, oh, good luck finding that one in the store.
Pretty much. So
awful.
It's Walmart, dude. It's one of those, just throw it on Mattel Creations and at Walmart. So people have multiple ways of getting this.
Yeah. It's a necessary thing now. Like now Mattel Creations is having to literally pick up the slack for Walmart because Walmart cannot get their shit together, and they've proven it at every step.
Well, good. I mean, put them on Mattel Creations. This saves us. Not only does this save us gas, but this saves us the stress of hunting, like Steve just like
you said. Yeah.
I mean, Mattel Creations is a godsend for our heartaches at Walmart right now. Target. True. Yeah. We have no problem with Target. Target has been really good. I would say 90% success rate, 85, 90.
For me, it's 100. I've had zero issue with Walmart. The only issue I have, with Target. The only issue I have with Target is I'll find it in the store before I get my pre-order. That's literally but that's not even a problem because I can cancel my pre-order with ease. So Target has been no problem at all.
Yeah. And that rounds out the questions from the Wrestling Figs message boards and the news. I want to throw it out there again. Red Dwarf, April 18th, 3:30 p.m. It will be the Figlife meetup again. Come one, come all. We'll have pizza, we'll have food, we'll have giveaways. So I just wanted to throw that out into the show again.
Yep. No cash, but there'll be prizes.
Oh, we're not bringing cash?
Well, I mean, we're not handing out cash. Who are we, the $1 Million Mans?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The $1 Million Men's? No, that's not us.
If we did have cash, it would have been spent at WrestleCon and be like, whoops.
Exactly. Yeah, we're showing up broke.
All right, we're going to head over to From the Vault Series 2, and I pulled this list from WrestlingFigureDatabase.com. Over there, you can find almost every wrestling figure ever made over at WrestlingFigureDatabase.com. KOTR.com. But what we want you guys to do this week is just type in From the Vault Series 2 and follow along as Scott reads off this list. And yes, I know this line is fairly new, but the prices still might surprise you as well. So anyways, this is From the Vault Series 2. Follow along at WrestlingFigureDatabase.com. Scott, what you got from the Vault Series 2?
Yes, sir. Mattel WWE From the Vault Series 2 ringside exclusives, starting off with Paul Heyman. Came with a world title, SmackDown world title, one over each shoulder, strapped down so when you open the figure, they stay on the shoulders. And he's got a couple of extra heads in the package with him. Road Dogg Jesse James with a tag title, DX visor, soft goods DX shirt, and a microphone. Badass Billy Gunn with the tag title. He's wearing pink trunks, DX shirt, soft goods, microphone, and like the front half of a headband tucks into the hair. You loose collectors know what I'm talking about. Eddie Guerrero comes with the 2005 world title, and he's got red tights on. Rikishi comes with the world tag title, yellow sunglasses, and that wrap that he wore. The red. Yep, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Undertaker as Kane. It's unmasked Undertaker with the big black circles under his eyes, Kane mask, and big winged eagle title. Shawn Michaels, this was his DX outfit, green and black, comes with the wing title, entrance vest, and chaps. And rounding out From the Vault Series 2, Diesel comes with the tag title, the winged eagle heavyweight title, and his entrance vest. And that rounds out WWE Mattel From the Vault ringside exclusive Series 2. I've actually got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these.
I'm glad that they're re-releasing some of these figures because, I mean, these figures were so good back in the day. You get the New Age Outlaws. The Paul Heyman one is cool, but like there's something about the Outlaws one that was just chef's kiss, you know? Rikishi, they always do good on Rikishi. Shawn Michaels, that's a good Shawn Michaels. Diesel, good Diesel. I mean, it's just, I'm so glad that they're re-releasing for a lot of the collectors that either A, didn't have the money at the time, or B, weren't collecting at the time, and they have a chance to get these now. So good on Mattel for doing this, or Ringside too, for doing this From the Vault.
Yeah, totally agree. My figure values are going down. The original set. Shut up.
Shut up.
We don't want to hear it. We're getting figures.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, just be happy. I think this is a good thing for the collector community. Not a good thing for resellers. They're upset, whatever. This is a great thing for the collector community because, like you said, Jeff, back in the day, if you had funds going elsewhere other than your collection, which was the case for me, I missed out on a lot of these. So I was able to go back. I got that Diesel figure opened, now in the Detolf. The Paul Heyman went perfectly on my Bloodline shelf, looks great next to Roman. And on my Attitude shelf, I've got Road Dogg and Badass on there. Love both of those figures. They're just amazing. They've got the extra posability on them, so you can put them in some cool poses, like Road Dogg yelling into the microphone. I love these figures. They are outstanding. I don't know what's left on Ringside, to be honest with you, because like you said, eBay values are shocking. So you're going to want to jump onto Ringside and see what's left. But man, when these things drop, I wouldn't play the long game with them. We talked about it last week with Series 1. We're about to talk about it this week with Series 2. When they're gone, they're gone. I mean, when they bring out a Vault figure, that's exactly what it means. They're opening up the Vault limited time, and these things are going to be available until they're gone. And when they're gone, who knows when you see them again? So when they come out, if you want them, you better jump on them.
Yeah. I do apologize. I forgot to check Ringside today to see if they were still available. I think most of these are gone, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, if only we had these little tiny computers at our fingertips.
Well, don't you have Ringside queued up on your phone already?
No.
Oh.
No. I'm sitting here typing in ringsidecollectibles.com. Okay. So we want From the Vault.
Mm-hmm. Series 2.
It's searching.
Damn dial-up.
Okay. We don't want... Okay. Okay, so why is there an Eddie Guerrero from the Vault Series 2 with a Hulk Hogan head and Rikishi accessories?
Oh, the Vietnam factory strikes again.
What in kind of Chinese New Year is this? Okay, so the Eddie Guerrero without a Hulk Hogan head and Rikishi wrap is still available. Oh, actually, It's missing the championship belt. Dude, come on now.
What did that guy on the Trailer Park Boys say? Something's fucky.
Yeah, this is what? Okay, so the New Age Outlaws are available. Rikishi is available. You can get the Outlaws as a set or separately. Undertaker as Kane is available, and Shawn Michaels is available. I am moving on to page 2. Okay, so there's an arrow at the bottom. It says 1 of 2, and I'm clicking on the arrow. I think there's only 1 page. So that's all I see right now for From the Vault Series 2.
Okay.
Outlaws, Rikishi, Kane, and HBK. Everything else, gone.
Okay. All right, so from the eBay prices that I pulled today, Paul Heyman with the world title and the SmackDown world title last sold eBay listing March 8th for $60. 60.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
I mean, for a Paul Heyman figure, but we don't get a lot of those. And this is like, really, if you're looking for a right now Heyman to go with your Bloodline figures or your Roman Reigns, this is the one, and it's perfect.
Road Dogg with the tag title, the old school WWE tag title, DX Cap, last sold eBay listing March 15th for $38.99.
Okay, hold on. Don't pay these prices, folks. Ringside has Road Dogg and Badass each for $28, or you can get the set for $55. Just to head it off at the pass here too before you move any further. Rikishi is $34.99. Undertaker is $16.99. HBK $29.99.
Okay, keep that page up. Billy Gunn with the tag title also, and a DX shirt and the headband last sold eBay listing March 13th for $38.99, and you said it was $28 on Ringside?
$27.99.
$27.99. Okay. Eddie Guerrero, that one sold out on Ringside, correct?
If you don't mind him being incomplete, or if you would like your Eddie Guerrero to be Hulkified,
Nobody wants that.
He's still available on here. So the Eddie Guerrero without the world title. So if you've got one in your collection, you just want the figure. It's got the hands and everything in there with him. $30.
$30. Okay.
Yep.
Eddie Guerrero 2005 world title last sold eBay listing March 11th for $56 on 9 bids.
Yeah, I would take it without the title.
Rikishi world tag title last sold eBay listing $35 on March 20th.
And that's exactly what it is on Ringside.
Okay. Undertaker is Kane mask big winged eagle last sold eBay listing was March 17th for $26.99.
Could have saved yourself $10, man.
Shawn Michaels in the DX green and black outfit with winged eagle last sold eBay listing was March 13th for $40.99.
Again, could have saved $10.
Diesel with the tag title and winged eagle last sold eBay listing March 19th for $15.95.
Okay, that's about right. That figure was around that Undertaker $16.99 pricing for a while. I don't know if it's just a problem with the site right now. I can't get to page 2, so I can't see if Diesel's still available. But I mean, $16 for that Diesel is a good price.
Got it. And that rounds out From the Vault Series 2. I do want to throw a couple of our podcasting buddies out there. Positively Pro Wrestling podcast, where they look up back at old wrestling, stolen gimmicks as well with Jordan and Joe, and In the Marbles Pod, where it's a NASCAR podcast with Soda and Ethan. Those are our 3 podcasting buddies for this week. And that is it for the show. Steve ran us rampant on there, man.
No, I love it. That's great. That's a good little teaser for what we're about to see at WrestleMania.
Yep, exactly. All right, Scott. Did one more time. Red Dwarf on April 18th, 3:30 p.m. Red Dwarf is one more time for everyone, because you're going to be hearing the shit out of this for the next month or so. 1305 Vegas Valley Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89169. Come on, come one, come all, right after WrestleCon, right before SmackDown. There'll be prizes and giveaways, and come and relax with us and have beers with Scott.
Probably not drinking beers. It's a tiki bar. I mean, it's a full bar, but their specialties are like tiki drinks. And then they've got some specialty cocktails outside of that. So I'm a big fan of tiki drinks. So I'll be having a few of those.
Oh, hell yeah. And they're going to have talking birds.
They might.
We get Dole Whips outside?
I didn't check the menu to see if they have Dole Whips on there.
Oh, dude, this is awesome.
Okay, so to kind of go into a little more tiki, if that's something you're interested in, the tiki bar that Shannon and I go to every time we go to Vegas now, it's called Golden Tiki. They have a happy hour, and on their happy hour, they actually do have a Dole Whip.
Do they have singing birds?
Dude, the place is insane. It's like the Enchanted Tiki Room, but foul-mouthed.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, and you go into the bathroom, and there's like a voice in there that's insulting your half-inch.
He's got a small pecker, quack!
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I've never seen one that small.
Cock!
The crows fly in, they insult you. It's just like you're being on the show. It's great.
Oh, shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so if you want to come with us, dude, we'll take you with us. I mean, obviously you won't be drinking, but you can get a Dole Whip. You know, they've got virgin drinks, whatever. They've got shrunken heads in there. They've got singing birds that sing insulting songs. Like I said, you go to the men's room. It's X-rated wallpaper. You've got somebody insulting your Johnson. It's a party. Plus, they have a DJ in there. And so you buy them a drink, you make a request. It's cool.
In the bathroom?
Yeah, a DJ in the bathroom, dude.
Oh.
He's in stall number 2. Humpty's getting busy in the other stall.
That'd be cool if his DJ name was stall number 2. How fitting.
Live tonight, Golden Tiki from stall number 2.
How fitting for a DJ that plays in the bathroom, dude.
Yes.
Stall number 2.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious. All right, Scott, for episode 478, anything else?
Stay safe, stay healthy. Figlife since 2016, and happy toy hunting.
I want to thank everybody for listening to episode 478, #Figlife. Adios.
Yeah. Fullyposeable. Let's go. Jeff and Scott, the Toon Brothers, busting out the ring, but we don't take it out the box. MOC. Happy toy hunting. We'll see you next week with the OGs of WFP. Fullyposeable. Thank you all for listening. It ain't no storyline, real life siblings. So everybody go and do your toy spotting. #Figlife. Adios from the Kings.